Hey, what is up guys? This is Jerry here from Uncle Jerry the 50 Productions on the Get Steve 2000 channel. Here today with another video. So surprisingly, Tim Cook actually did an interview with ABC recently, and he said that there would be betas of 11.3 of iOS coming out in February, and today, January 24th, we actually got the first beta. So it's a bit of a surprise for me to come home and see it has dropped. But this is what we get started on. We knew that there would be new child safety features or restrictions or something. It's very brief, mentioned by Tim Cook. We haven't necessarily seen that yet, but what we do have at a glimpse of kind of the whole privacy, like features, is this new splash screen when you open up iOS, basically saying that Apple is only using your location or whatever when they only have to or need to. It is to collect data for your own benefit, not theirs. They're not trying to sell or collect your data, and that they are providing full transparency and control over your information. And they have this new icon, which I think is actually really nice, especially with 2017 just being a year for everyone hacking and everyone getting hacked and personal information, just terabytes of it lost to people. I think it's really important for Apple to be transparent about this, since Apple hasn't been transparent about everything in the past. So this is off to a good note. Speaking of transparency, you might have heard that there are new battery features in iOS, able to see your battery performance and to toggle off the feature of slowing down your iPhone's performance to save battery. That is not here present in iOS 11.3, but Apple has spoken out and said it would be available in future betas, so I'm sure it's not right yet. So we do have no signs of that yet. Opening up the News app, we see this new splash screen. It has more personalized top stories picked from you from recommendations from Siri. I'm assuming this goes in tag with the new iOS 11.2.5 feature of Hey Siri, read me the news. You have a new Spotlight tab and search stories. Now the big one that is actually pretty exciting for me is health records. I feel like with the Apple Watch growing more and more independent now, it could definitely be a health utility in the future, and hopefully one day it can track glucose levels and other health data, because right now it is lacking, and I think this is a step in the right direction on Apple's end, where you can keep sensitive health information and keep in line with your doctors really easily. So you can see here you can add all your health data from your hospital and doctors and have it stored in your iPhone, which Apple says is really secure, and in the past it has been really secure, so we have no reason to believe it's not. So I think, keeping your health records on your phone to be able to know more about if you get like a new doctor, and you can say, hey, these are all my previous records, this is the surgeries that I've had done, this is what I'm allergic to, and biology was never my thing, but I'm sure you guys can think of more practical health benefits this new health records would have. Also, a big one that we saw in the developer betas of iOS 11.0 was Messages in iCloud, and they took it away, and now it is back, and I think it is here to stay this time. I just got the new iPhone 10 a few days ago, so this would have been nice to have before I just lost all those messages. But just the ability to, free up storage on your phone for one thing, as the iPhone 10 starts out at 64 gigabytes and there's no 128 option. This is really nice to have. And also an in-sync across all devices of being on the same message at the same time, because usually my Mac and my iPad and my iPhone are all out of sync, so this is really nice to have. Now, definitely the most important thing in the new iOS update is animojis. We get 4 new ones. We have this lion here. A cool looking dragon, if you ask me. For all you Day of the Dead lovers, we have this new skeleton. Pretty cool. And of course, now I can finally be Chair Bear. Also, if you jump into the App Store, One feature that I love from previous iOS versions and got cut in iOS 11 for some reason was the version number and the size of the update when you update apps, and now you can clearly see that we had that back. That is a much welcome feature that I enjoy. One last final change, we get an introduction to the feedback app. Once more, it is back. And iBooks has been renamed to Books because Apple's no longer naming things with the letter I. I mean, look at the HomePod and the Apple Watch. We all thought that was going to be the iHome or the iWatch when that first came out. So they're definitely getting away from the I name. I'm wondering if the iPads and iPhones are still going to be around because maybe it'll be the Apple phone. I don't really like that though. So that's a feature that no one asked for, but I guess is cool. I mean, we still have iMessage, so I'm not sure why. I don't know, it's a weird change for me. I don't really understand why they did it, but it is there. So there is no new battery features at this point. It is coming in a later beta. Also, there's no new iPhone 10 changes to gestures or anything. We're gonna have to wait until iOS 12 probably for that, and hopefully a redesigned control center once more, because we get those every iOS update. But maybe you can make it like the iPads where you just swipe over and it has the control center, because I really like the iPad control center. Also, Apple has this new business chat, which if you ever use Messenger or Skype, those have been really focused on peer-to-peer bot kind of chats. Now Apple is kind of doing a service like that in iMessage, where you can communicate with companies like Lowe's or Wells Fargo or Hilton at these times, and I'm sure more to come. You know, just take a look at any company on Skype or Messenger from Facebook if you use that, and you can imagine that those companies will also come to iMessage later. This is a cool feature. I'm not sure how many people are actually going to use this, but to compete with Messenger and Skype, I think it is a nice feature to have. And now iMessage once again has a new feature to compete with the competition. Anyway, let me know if you want to see future videos on iOS 11.3 when the new battery features and stuff come out. I would be more than happy to cover them. I know this isn't the first video you're probably watching, but I tried to kind of hit all the things, and I know our subscribers kind of like these videos. Or some of you are very outspoken that you want the Ben 10 videos back. That's not my department, that is Zach's. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you want to see in 11.3. I'm still really curious about those new child safety features or restrictions. Again, those were really gray areas. I would hope that maybe that includes different accounts on an iPad maybe. But we'll see what Apple gives us on that. I think there's definitely more features to come in the future. And maybe on Beta 2, iMessages will be renamed to Messages, because why not?